Hey, boys and girls, Miss C and Lucy the Axolotl here for Read a Lotto Time. Today's story is going to be a great story for the end of the school year. Maybe at the beginning of the school year, you read First Day Jitters with one of your amazing teachers. In the story, we learn about Sarah Jane Hartwell and how nervous she was for that first day of school. While reading the story, we think the story is told from a new student's point of view. But in reality, this whole story was all how a new teacher feels going into a new classroom with new students. So, the author came out with Last Day Blues. It's following Sarah Jane Hartwell from the first day now to the last day and what her and her class are all feeling like. Just like students and teachers all get nervous on that first day of school, well, I think we can all agree. We both get a little sad when the last day finally comes. So come read along. Today we are reading the story Last Day Blues. On the Monday morning before Friday, that was the last day of school, Miss Hartwell took attendance. She sighed as she called out the last name. "I'm going to miss all of you," she said. The kids nodded in agreement. "I'm going to miss my friends," said Shannon. "I'm going to miss Daisy," said Dan. "I'm going to miss chocolate milk and pizza for lunch," said Joe. Everyone felt a little blue thinking about the last day of school, even Daisy. That afternoon during recess, the students talked as they hung out on the jungle gym. "Miss Hartwell said she's going to miss us," said Alexandria, swinging from a bar. "We should get a present to cheer her up," said Eddie, hanging upside down by his knees. But what could they get her? "Give her the rest of my sandwich. It's my mom's bologna special," said Josh. "Or a cup of coffee. Or a new pin, the kind with feathers and beads." The students thought and thought, but couldn't come up with one single idea that they could all agree on. "We'll think of something tomorrow," Eddie assured everyone as they lined up at the drinking fountain. On the Tuesday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Miss Hartwell read the final page of their last read aloud book. "I'm going to miss circle time," said Miss Hartwell. "I'm going to miss science," said Emily. "I'm going to miss seeing Miss Hartwell wear her safety goggles during science," said Jack, giggling. And so, before they got too sad, Miss Hartwell put on her safety goggles one last time, just for fun. "We definitely need to cheer Miss Hartwell up," said Andy during recess as he jumped out of a swing. "Any ideas about a present?" Eddie asked. "Nope," they all answered back. On the Wednesday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Miss Hartwell brought in her super duper sugar cookies with extra frosting. "I'm going to miss snack time, but I can't wait for barbecues by the pool," said Jack. "I'm going to miss recess, but I can't wait to play hide and seek outside after dinner," said Alexandria. "I'm going to miss school, but I can't wait for summer vacation," said Josh. The class discussed their summer plans and drowned their last day blues with another round of milk and sugar cookies. "I don't know whether to be happy or sad today," Andy said the minute they all arrived at the jungle gym. "Miss Hartwell is sad," said Olivia. "She probably doesn't want the year to end." "While we're swimming, she'll be reading her old lesson plans," said Walker. And while we're playing, she'll be trying to remember the fun times we had this year," said Dan. And that's when an idea zip, zapped, and zinged through Eddie's brain. "I know exactly what will cheer her up," Eddie said, jumping down from the jungle gym. The class agreed. It was perfect. For the Friday that was the last day of school, Eddie raised his hands right after Miss Hartwell started language arts. "We need some privacy, please," he said. And so Miss Hartwell took down the bulletin board with her back to the class. She never even peeked. Well, only once. On the morning of the Friday, that was the last day of school, the students dashed into the classroom. They snapped open the shades for the very last time. They did their chores for the very last time. They fed Daisy for the very last time. And as soon as the bell rang, they couldn't wait for Miss Hartwell to see her present for the very first time. The last day of school, and so you guys can see a little better. Here we go. Move my little face over here. 1 second, friends. The last day of school makes us so blue. We'll miss recess and pizza and reading too. We'll miss Daisy and cookies and friendships true. Snack time and science and learning new. We'll miss spelling bees for our test review and groundhogs that play peekaboo. The year's been great, a big woohoo! There are many things to miss, that's true. But mostly what we'll miss is you. Later on during recess, Eddie said, "I think Miss Hartwell liked her present." "I just hope it helps," Margaret said. "Poor Miss Hartwell," they all said sadly as they pictured their final goodbye. Teachers must hate the last day of school. And then it was time. The bell rang. "Goodbye!" The students called as they rushed out the door. "Goodbye," Miss Hartwell called after them. And then she returned to her empty classroom. "It's just you and me, Daisy," she said. "I'm sure going to miss them this summer. But I can't wait for vacation! Woohoo!" The end. So, do you all think that your teachers do that on the last day of school when you guys all leave the building? Do they run around the halls partying and dancing? Maybe. Hope you all have a wonderful summer. Enjoy your summer vacation, your hide and seek, catching fireflies, all things summer. Get well rested, and we will see you next year for all new learning. Have a great summer break. Bye.